Hey, what are we waiting on?
Man, he should be here any minute. Let me just give him a call real quick.
Good night.
Hey, let me throw you on speaker 1 second. Now, what did you say?
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry, I'm running a little bit late, but I'll be there real soon. Yeah, you can bet your dingo's tail I'll be there real soon.
You said you'd be here at 12. How far out are you?
Right, yeah, Terrace, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, fair dinkum. I'll be coming down the hill just now, see you in a second, all right?
Hurry up. We've been waiting for 15 minutes. Let's go.
All right, mate.
Good day, mates. Sorry I'm late, but I had you guys in a wallaby's pocket worrying about me, eh?
Why are you still talking like that?
You guys said get into character. I'm Australian.
I said Austrian.
Australian.
Austrian.
Okay, well, I thought you said Australian. I've been getting into character this whole time. Well, do you want to go shoot the Glocks now? Yeah?
It's way too late for that.
Yeah. No, okay. I won't do it anymore.
First rounds?
First rounds.
Do it.
Tap rack, reload. That's still off. I like it, feels good. Okay.
See if it takes the P-mags.
What's the standard P-mag?
17.
17 standard P-mag. Oh, I get it now. It was the mags. Accuracy improved.
Build it.
Recoil's a little better than the RXM was. The control, you know? I like that. That's sick. I like it.
Yeah. Perfection.
Please do not use that.
it's
do
going
not use
in
that,
there.
please. I have a corporate job. Please.
Now we know where you stand.
So
All right. You ready? All right.
You doing the? You're
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say now. I didn't think about this one.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel, and more importantly, welcome back to the picnic table of knowledge. Today, we have the newest, hottest, most beautiful Austrian masterpiece ever created to this day. So we've got the Gen 6 Glock 19 specifically. So this just came out. Terrace here got himself one at one of our local shops, and we've been messing around with it today. So we're just gonna give you a quick first impression video. We've got probably, I don't know, 200 rounds between all of us, I think, on this today, maybe 300. This isn't going to be a long-term review by any means, but we're just going to kind of talk about the differences and our thoughts on it, and we might have a few guests come on and talk. This is actually, I think, probably the biggest crowd we've had when we've done a video.
We're getting bigger.
We sure are. So Terrace, I'm going to let you talk about it first since it's yours, and we'll just kind of go from there.
I'll give a quick little backstory about why I got this. I carry a 43X on my person, 48, truck gun, things like that. But I wanted a 19, something that was a little bit more manageable in a more dangerous setting, i.e. Memphis, St. Louis, those type things. But with the Gen 6, I think they greatly improved the grip. I don't remember what it's made out of. Insert some letters and numbers, that's what they call it. But the trigger, major upgrade. I currently run Overwatch Precision in the rest of my builds, but I don't think I want to change this one out. And one of the other big things that I'm really a fan of is the gas pedal that they kind of integrated into the grip. We've got an RXM here, and they try to do something similar, but it's like Glock went through all the comments and feedback and said, hey, they want one, let's make it bigger and better. And they did that with the Glock Gen 6. Other than that, I think it shoots great. No surprise, they didn't upgrade the sights. That's one thing that I do plan to change out to improve the accuracy a little bit for me. But outside of that, I'm a big fan of this one. I really like it.
Yeah, very good. So Glock liked the RXM so much that they went ahead and made their own. So I put a comment on YouTube on one of the videos on these, and it got a few likes. So I figured I'm just going to say it as much as I possibly can. But yeah, the Gen 6 Glock. I think they've made some really good changes. I do think this is the best Glock to date. I mean, honestly, it is a Glock, so it's not all that much different from the previous ones, but I do think the grip texture is a big step in the right direction. Previous generation Glocks, they didn't have much in the way of texture. And this one, you can really lock your hands in on there. So that feels great. Ergonomics have improved on the grip itself. So it feels a little bit less boxy. It actually feels a lot more like my RXM, which is still boxy, but a lot better than previous Glocks. I still do feel like I get a little bit more of that recoil going directly back into whatever this little bone is right here on the Glock, more than my RXM, but it's pretty minor. Of course, we've got the extended beaver tail back here. That helps. And then now we don't have the optics on yet, but my favorite part about the Gen 6 Glock is it does now accept RMR and Delta Point Pro optics directly into the slide. So you don't have to worry about MOS plates anymore unless you want something other than the DPP or RMR. Other than that, it shot really well. I'm with Terrace on the trigger. Now it's funny because the trigger internals really aren't any different from the previous generation Glocks. There might be some minor things here and there, but just the trigger shoe being more of this flat shape, it helps a lot. And I was able to shoot very accurately even with irons with this gun. So they did a great job there. I will say compared to my RXM, I think that the Glock 19 Gen 6 is a more accurate gun. Even with irons, I was hitting further out shots pretty consistently with this. And with the red dot on this one, I was still able to make those shots, but it seemed like it was a little bit fewer and far between. So awesome. I like it. Terrace, you got anything else you want?
I just want to talk about the grip and the upgrades. Obviously, they did a little bit more on the undercut. It actually, surprisingly, you can definitely tell if you go pick with Gen 5 or any of the previous generations. It fits. It just kind of sinks into the hand. I don't know if there's any difference in thickness on the end of the grip, but I put the other back straps on. I usually try to go with the medium. But as I compared it, worked on my dry fire and things like that, the standard size fit pretty good. And it accepted, it still has room for the pinky. I hope somebody creates a slight, magwell for faster reloads, but overall, I think it's really good. And then one of the other things I want to mention is if you've got a subcompact and you get the shield arms, that drastically improves your mag release. But on the Gen 6, I'll tell you, this is a pretty good size. Very, very operable in quick situations. So outside of that, I think I'm good.
Yeah, okay. We got one more thing I want to hit before we hand it off to anyone else who wants to speak on it. They've gone away from that dual stage, I think that's what they call it, recoil spring that the Gen 5s had. And you can tell immediately that just racking the slide is a lot smoother on this. And personally, I think that the recoil impulse on the Gen 6 is better than the Gen 5. So if you want to, this is from my RXM, but the recoil spring is very similar on this versus the Glock. So it's that just straight spring, no dual stage, whatever they had before. So reliability wise, who knows? I mean, it's a Glock, so I'm sure it's really good. Like I said, we don't have many rounds on it, but I don't imagine we're gonna have any problems. So all that being said, I'd like to open it up to anyone else. Anyone else want to talk about the Glock? John, do you?
Sure.
John? All right, here. Cameraman, I'll swap out. You go and sit right there, Terrace. I'll do this right here. Watch that table.
Hopefully we don't flip over backwards.
Awesome.
Yeah. Overall, yeah, I liked it. The only thing that, so grip-wise, previous Gen 19, for my big old paw, it just didn't feel like I got a good enough grip. But this one, they cut the undercut in so much better, so my hand fits it better. That's why I ended up going with the RXM. I liked the size better than the previous 19. But this 19, if I had the choice of the two, I might have went with this one, but I still like the idea of the RXM's, you know, fire control unit and all that, but this is still an insanely good gun out of the box, and I was pretty blown away with it for against the previous generations. So yeah, I think they knocked it out of the park. You know, that's just Glock. So they know how to design stuff. So I was really impressed.
Yeah.
So
I think for me, they're getting closer to what the rest of the market's doing. And I told Jake I wanted to mention this. If you've got a 1, 2, or 3 gen and you know you just heard about this coming back out, yeah, I would say it's a pretty good investment. If you've got a Gen 5 fully modded out, Overwatch trigger, you know, this, that, and the third, I don't know if the value's there unless you've got some spare coin lying around. But I wanted a 19, had, you know, a little bit of coin, checked the sofa once or twice, but got a good deal, and I was happy I did make the upgrade, especially allows us to, you know, bring you these reviews and things like that.
Sweet. Anybody else? No?
Thumbs up or thumbs down on the review?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you got, Nathan? You're a Glock fan. It's all right.
it's all right.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Somebody gave me one, I'd totally shoot it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let me see if I can do this.
Oh man, selfie mode.
That works, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not holding that real quick. Alright.
Need that back?
Yeah, here you can stay right there.
All right.
We'll just do a little quick little outro real quick.
Outro time.
That's all we got for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. If it's your first time, thanks for just watching in the first place. Hopefully you come back at some point. We love you. Bye.
Stay tuned. We got some exciting stuff.
We do. Thank you, Terrace.
Yeah.